Oh, yeah. You know the music. You know what time it is. Welcome to the big show, ladies and gentlemen, on a Wednesday. Just did another Beck. Glenn Beck has 10 million listeners, okay? And he is all over the internet, whether it's the Blaze, everything. He is, you go to a map where you can track what markets he's in. It blankets the country. So if I'm not famous by next Wednesday, I'm going to be very upset at somebody, mainly myself. Patreon members, how are you? Coming to you live, as usual.
We'll do it live.
Love you, man.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Yes,
I want all of you to enjoy your cake. So, enjoy.
Anybody watch that World Series last night, huh? Oh, my God. What a series this is going to be. Those Nats and their pitching. They bring in these guys. Everybody's throwing 98 to 99. Everybody on both sides. Dotting the corners. Great pitching. Great defense. That's Soto. He's 20 years old. Soto had a single, a double, and a homer last night. And he's breaking these records. Rookies have never done this before. And he reminds me of our boy, the Red Sox. Who's the kid? Oh, my God, my favorite player. I can't remember his name. Devers. Rafael Devers. They are the future of bait. What a game. I'm telling you, man, playoff baseball is as good as anything. You're hanging on every pitch, at least for a guy in his late 70s like myself. Anyways, let's get right to it. What's going on in the world? What else is going on in the world? Naturally, Democrats pounce after Trump slams impeachment lynching. Trump called it a lynching. And, all the Dems lined up and said, that proves he's a white supremacist. I'm so sick of talking about this crap.
There are white niggers. I've seen a lot of white niggers.
I've seen a lot of white niggers about that. That was Byrd, who, by the way, was the head of the Klan. And he was. Oh, why are you laughing? He was the head of the Klan at one time. Became a senator, a Democrat, and he renounced all that horse shit. And, but, the Dems ran the Klan. The Dems... They were the party of slavery. They're filthy, lying cocksuckers. And Hillary Clinton was at that guy's funeral, Byrd. Okay? Probably Larry Bird's dad. I don't know. I mean, Larry's from Indiana. That's where the Klan flourished. But they spell it differently. Trump took to Twitter on Tuesday to slam the Democrat-led impeachment effort, calling on Republicans to remember what they are witnessing, a goddamn lynching. And I love what he said, because I said this on the show. Remember what I said the last couple of days? I said, I hope the Democrats win the White House so we can treat that president with the same respect they treat Trump with. It's basically what he said. I think he watches the show while he's on the toilet. Anyway, so yeah, he used the word lynching. And of course, the Democrats who never pass up an opportunity to paint anybody racist on the other side. Put that back up to that tweet. Someday if a Democrat becomes president and the Republicans win the White House, even by a tiny margin, they can impeach a president without due process, which is what's happening now. And it's all being done behind closed doors. Apparently, it's going to go on TV. They're debating that now. Without due process, fairness, any legal rights. All Republicans must remember what they're witnessing here, a lynching. And people are going nuts. You are correct there. And did he say it? Did he say it because, again, us deplorables are so racist and it was a dog whistle and all that other horse shit? And the Democrats are smart to do this. Do you know how much political capital they have gained over the last 40 years by using the race card? And the dummy Republicans have yet to come up with something to trump it, no pun intended. They haven't. And somebody's going to say, well, because maybe it's true. No, it isn't true. We know who the party of slavery and who the real racists are. Look how they treat Jesse Lee Peterson, Clarence Thomas, or anybody who strays from the plantation. Alec Baldwin uses the N-word. I mean, they're full of shit. Lindsey Graham, the 68-year-old bachelor, I like this guy. But you know what? I'm starting to get tired. He's always out there saying he's fighting for Trump. We don't know anything about Russia yet. He's supposed to get to the bottom of that. I know he's busy, He teaches a dance class and he's a choreographer. But he echoed the president's sentiments, blasting the Democrat impeachment effort as here's what he said.
sense. This is a mob taking over the rule of law. This is fundamentally un-American, and until it changes, I will fight back as hard as I can. And what would make it change? A vote of inquiry is necessary to empower the Republican minority in the House to confront accusations against the president. A vote of inquiry allows the president to confront his accuser and to call witnesses on his behalf. Until that is done, this is a joke, this is a sham, and this is a political lynching.
Excuse me, and now I have to get to my pottery class. What? Okay, Lindsay, you talk a good game, but you got a lot of Trey Gowdy in you. You got a lot of bark, no bite. I want to know what the fuck happened with the Russia, and he's saying that's how we get to this. You know what I mean? That's how it's inroads to digging into Biden shit, whatever. You know what? Go ahead, try to impeach him. Even if they removed him from office, then there's going to be a tsunami. There's going to be a war. And if they don't, they try and they fail. You remember what Bill Clinton? He was never more popular than after that. So you guys have put yourself between a rock and a slimy hard place. Hillary's leathery nipples, and you're in deep shit. White House spokesman Hogan Gidley spoke to reporters and noted that the current impeachment process lacks due process. He added, the president's not comparing what happened to him to one of the country's darkest moments. One of the country's darkest moments is when the Boston Bruins lost to the Blues last year in Game 7. Nick, you making light of lynching? No. The president's description of the partisan impeachment effort as a political lynching drew ire from Democrats across the board because they don't do anything else. They wouldn't have time if they were taking care of the business of the United States, like the opioid problem, illegal immigration, all the real shit. They wouldn't have time for this petty horse shit. But like I said, because the media is in cahoots and they're a propaganda arm, they get a lot of capital by playing the race card whenever they can. So lynching is we got some tweets, I think, right? Lynching's a reprehensible stain on the nation's history. Why is that funny, Rich? It is.
Because they all say it too.
They all say it too. After you deliver a punchline, it sounds like you just took a good dump. Which it is. It's a real shitburger. It's a stain. Yeah, they all use the same terms. They're reading off the same bullet points. As you know who said that? Kamala Harris, who my popularity rating is higher than hers. Boy, did she show what an empty suit she is. She says, we'll never erase the pain and trauma of lynching. No, not if you keep bringing it the fuck up. Not if you keep calling all white people racist and deplorable. No, it's never going to get fixed. The N-word. You guys keep it alive with fucking hip-hop and everything else. And then you complain that it's still alive. Shut your fucking mouth. And to invoke that torture to whitewash your own corruption is disgraceful, is what she said. And Trump said back to her,
Make me a sandwich. Make me a fucking sandwich.
racist, bigoted pig. The legacy of slavery, segregation, Jim Crow, and suppression is alive and well in every part of the country. Is it really? Is that right? Including the White House, where the president is a white supremacist, said goo gobbler Beto O'Rourke. This guy is the fucking worst of the worst. Just a moron, no doubt.
I'm a fucking idiot.
You really are. I hope you fall off your skateboard and break your neck in 3 places. I really do. I hope next time, I hope they put ramps in so you can get into the fucking Capitol building and you're controlling the chair with your tongue. That's how I feel about you. Impeachment's not a lynching. It's part of our Constitution. Our country has a dark, shameful history with lynching. And to even think about making this comparison is abhorrent. You know who said that? The most brilliant guy up there, Joe fucking Biden.
What are we doing? What's going on right now?
And on Beck's show, this woman Hillary, who does a segment, showed a clip of Biden using the word lynching when they're talking about the goddamn Clinton impeachment and about 8 other Democrats. You two-faced fucks with short memories. It's beyond shameful to use the word lynching to describe being held accountable for your actions. Who said that? Oh, that was the guy who plucks his eyebrows and pretends he's Mexican. Julian fucking Castro.
You're a wormy cocksucker, you know that?
Then, you know who weighed in? Liz Warren, because she's an expert about race, because she lied about her being fucking Screaming Eagle was her dad and running bullshit was her mother. Lynching is a horrific stain on a... Look, here it is again, a stain. The word is stain today. The New York Times said, put out stain. Use stain. It's a horrific stain on our country's history, and it is beyond disgraceful for Trump to invoke one to avoid being held accountable for his crimes, said the titless wonder. Nobody is above the law, not even the President of the United States. She keeps saying that fucking line.
Shut up! Shut up!
And, of course, you know who had to weigh in? The House Speaker. Nancy Saggy Tits Pelosi had to weigh in. And Maxine Waters. She spoke from a mental institution in Southern California as they were putting a new diaper on her. They both blasted Clinton's impeachment when back in the day. Remember they went after, they were so upset Bill Clinton was being impeached. Pelosi accused Republicans of being paralyzed. Well, this is what she said back when she was fuckable.
We are here today because the Republicans in the House are paralyzed with hatred of President Clinton, and until the Republicans free themselves of this hatred, our country will suffer.
They are driven by hatred. They hate Bill and Hillary Clinton so much they will stop at nothing to bring him down. Oh, but they got another thought coming.
Oh, Lordy.
No impeachment
Look
should
at this tub of
proceed
cheese.
without bipartisan support.
It's about a punishment searching for a crime that doesn't exist.
An impeachment of a president is an undoing of a national election. And one of the reasons we all feel so angry about what they are doing
Who's got my pudding?
is that they are
Who's got my
ripping from
pudding
us,
packs?
they are ripping asunder our votes.
I'll rip a sandwich out of your hand,
that
you
our votes
fat
don't
fuck. Yeah.
count.
The American people don't
Here you
think that
go.
they have made a mistake by electing Bill Clinton.
What are we doing?
And we in Congress
What's
had
going
better
on
be
right
very
now?
careful before we upset their decision and make darn sure that we are able to convince them, if we decide to upset their decision, that our decision to impeach him was based upon principle and not politics.
Did he say lynching? In that? Huh? Did I ask for that one? I don't know. Why is Pelosi dressed like she's a doorman at the Marriott with that fucking jacket in 1988? Anybody get an answer?
Fucking whore.
Oh, that's over the top, Nick. So they're hypocrites once again. What, Rich? You got that look in your face. Go ahead.
Do you think Trump set this up?
I don't know. What website did you get that theory from, Rich?
Richwood.com.
Richwood. Set what up?
Well, if I were on...
I get what you're saying. By using the term lynching?
Yeah, because he probably had all this footage, or a campaign staff.
Well, the people around him, yeah. He's too busy fighting. But, yeah, he's trying to save his political life, which he'll be fine. But you can't use any terms from the slavery. I won't even order Cool Whip. Do you know what I'm saying, folks? And I'm fat, and I need it. So race, once again, is always in the forefront of everything we talk about. I had a guy, remember when I was doing my show from my house, a guy said, and he was a fan, but no, he wasn't a fan. I don't know. He said, why you talk about race every day? And I held up my goddamn papers of every headline of every major paper that this is why. I'm just reporting it, cheese dick. It's not my choice. But you know what? Race things are getting better under Trump, at least. I'm getting encouraged. And why do you say that? Because we have now something called MAGA rappers. And I do put rappers in quotes because holy shit do they stink. I won't even fake try to rap. MAGA rappers are dropping beats for Trump. So we've come a long way, haven't we?
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all.
You think about it, Trump is the first. Eddie, well, who's the black? It might have been Eddie, somebody, Eddie, no, it wasn't Eddie. Anyway, somebody said Trump is the first black person. You know what I mean? Because he's out there with a big mouth, but, you know, he blows his own horn. He tells it like it is. Might have been Lavelle Crawford. Might have been Cicely Tyson. I have no fucking idea. Ben Vereen, I think, said it on the set of a... But he is. I mean, right? He's got his name on the side of buildings. He's flashy. He's got gold toilets and shit. And he fucking worked hard. I don't care. It was handed to him. No, he turned $1 million thing into a multi-billion-dollar business. But I like it. And I knew he'd be popular. I was watching the Bill O'Reilly show years ago. And Jesse Waters was interviewing people on the street and asked a young black kid. And the black kid goes, I like Trump because he's out there with his shit. He didn't say shit. It was Fox News. I threw that in to be racial. But a bell went off. I said, he's relating to a young black kid who fucking, he likes that Trump's not the kid said he rich and he ain't ashamed of it. Anyways. Kanye West jumped on the Trump bandwagon early. When Kanye West left the scene for a period of political silence, young amateur MAGA rappers felt it was their void to fill. God bless them.
I am your voice.
A newly dropped tune, popular among MAGA crowd, by Bryson Gray. It's called Wall Going Up. And it features lines such as, got a phone call from Trump, said the wall going up. Democrats try to stop it, hardly enough. That's as close as I get to wrapping up in here. I should have put some effort into that. I almost had the beat. They said they wouldn't fund it. Trump calling their bluff. Yeah, yo. Spit that shit out. Little Trump bitches love. Journos hate me cuz I'm building walls and calling ICE baby. What the fuck? That was written by my Uncle Bob. He's 97 years old. Known to most loyal Trump social media fanatics as the MAGA Challenge and the KAGA Challenge, the hashtag serves as a string that connects aspiring pro-Trump rappers who seek to grow their followings. The young rappers hope their mixtapes climb to the Trump Roll Twitter food chain to collect retweets and likes from MAGA fan accounts, getting up to loyal Trump personalities. That's what I'm doing here. I'm hoping Don Jr., Jared Kushner goes, who is this greasy guy? He's kind of funny. He likes my dad. Oh, father-in-law. So they hope they're going to get a retweet from Trump. And he better retweet some of this stuff. Bryson Gray, he's the founder of the MAGA Challenge. Also a pro-Trump amateur rapper, started the hashtag with hopes it'll lead to cultural change in the way young people perceive the Republican Party. God bless you, Bryson. The hashtag was launched just last month in early September. The momentum of Gray's flagship rap song, MAGA Boy. I got a good name for a Middle Eastern rapper. G-Hard. How about that, Raz? G-Hard. Come on, yo. Fueled by a shout out from Trump Roll character and self-proclaimed best-selling author Angela Stanton King. She put Gray on the map alongside a challenge for others to mimic him on her Instagram account. An interview with the Daily Dot, Gray says some of his most popular songs include MAGA Boy, Trump is your president, and Black, not Democrat. Rich, didn't you have a hip-hop song? Gray admits that not all of his new Twitter followers are from his influential music hitting a chord with Trump personalities, noting that Trump personally thanked him for wearing an oversized styrofoam MAGA hat to a rally, which garnered a great deal of attention. I think the MAGA Challenge is doing what everybody expected Kanye West to do for Trump, Gray told the Dot. Gray says sees his music as a way of easing the tensions in the culture and helping get the word about Trump, getting the word out, while further declaring that not all Trump voters in GOP are stick-ups. Raz, could you translate in black? What does that mean? We're not stick-ups. No idea. I guess we're not gangster, whatever. It's negative. Gray believes all those who are contributing to rap renditions are helping gain support for Trump's 2020 re-elections up in this bitch, he said. I added that for emphasis. But here's we got some, let's not get too excited. Let's be honest. Whether Trump gets elected in 2020, if that comes down to a rap contest between, the left with a lineup like Jay-Z and Snoop against, a housewife from Wisconsin who dropped her first joint 3 weeks ago on fucking White Boy Records, I think they're going to smoke us. But let's play some of this. What's up first? That's Bryson. That's Bryson, right?
At the border. Got a phone call for Trump, said the wall going up. Then the country tried to stop it, not hardly enough. And they said they won't fund it. Trump calling, they bluffing. And y'all made a mess, but they y'all think they tough. I'm like, hold on. Make it big, make it wide. make it tall, make it nice. Put Trump logo on the side, and they said the wall was racist. Well, that's what they tried to tell us. We threatened terrorists. That was on Mexico. After that, of course, they helped us. We spend over $100 billion per year on illegals. But if I break the law, I go to jail. I guess we're not so equal. Hey, make the wall unusual, extra big and beautiful. They always trying to pander to somebody. That's their usual. They used to want a wall. They was down with it too, but now they pandering for votes. But I'm too smart to be me.
All right, we get the idea. That was the best of what was shown. That was Bryson. I think that might have been wall going up. Or Mexican get out. I'm confusing the Casey Kasem. This goes out to a bus full of Guatemalans. Then you had this guy, official DVS. He be dropped. This kid raps like I do. Fucking way too light skinned to get this shit down. Go ahead.
Look, I only got 16, so I'ma kill him with this next 15.
That's Patrick Mahomes.
Like James told me, and switch my style up like I was Schumer or Pelosi. Ooh, let's get it. Screaming MAGA till 2020. That's when Trump gets reelected and we cag on him. Cause I ain't no liberal to
don't
sit
cag
around and
on
lag on him. It's by the sweat of our
cagged
brow.
on my wife last night.
Secure this bag on him. Flag up, Chick-fil-A and the Bible while I sit on my porch, waiting patiently for Robert O'Dork with 15 letters plus an A and an R to see how triggered he gets. Then pay a visit to Yang.
Yeah,
so
lay that shit out, yo.
Forget about Biden. Might have
Preach!
About himself. Look, these people are liars.
Biracial fella.
Kamala Harris finds it funny. Line her up in Venezuela on a bread line with Bernie. Man, let's stretch it out to 30.
All right. Now, let's cut it back to 12. Stretch it out to 30. How did he shoot that? With nobody, they blocked it off with cones and shit? You know, Trump was looking out the window. He's at Trump Town. This kid's terrific. I'm a big rap aficionado. As you know, I had Young Jeezy on The Apprentice when he was hot for 5 minutes. Terrific talent, great kid. Young Jeezy. Then my favorite, I've got all this guy's old stuff, Big Bump.
Yo, check, 1, 2, yo. Hop up on the track, catch this MAGA train. So much winning, Tom Brady, Super Bowl rings. Yeah. If you don't put the country first, you must be insane.
I love him. He mentioned Tom Brady. The greatest rapper ever, this kid.
Fact over feelings, truth over tears. After 2020, 4 more years. So let's send the Fed, build a wall instead. Stop the bias, big tech, put the wars to bed. Economy's doing fine, jobs on the rise. If you applaud that, the left will lose its mind. You can at me, I ain't hard to find. Always serving red pills and you're next in line.
Red peel. Red peel. Red peel. Red peel. All right. We get it, Big Bump. That one drops 12 to number 27 this week on the... actor Isaiah Washington was on he's on a famous drama show. I don't know what it is because, I only watch white television. But he's been behind Trump for a long time, and here's what he did to embarrass him.
Oh, I got the power in my hands to make moves that you really don't understand. I haven't flowed a while, been off the scene with my balls like your brother Bilal. Now I gotta get you, I hit you, I stitch you with my wild style. Booyaka, booyaka, booyaka.
Oh, bulika. Oh, I'll tell you.
A hero. Kamala Harris is no hero. Uncle Tom, he was a hero.
All right, his audio's worse than mine. Who did his sound? Jason? Holy shit, he sounded like he was in a men's room at a nightclub. But anyways, these are all African Americans defending our bigoted white supremacist racist president, supposedly. And finally, we saved the best for last. Again, I've been collecting this guy's music for a long time. Found it last night. Be serious. Lay it down.
I think this might be Bryson.
Is it?
I think the first one might have been
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
oh
black,
my God!
I'm not Democrat, Peter MAGA hat. Ooh, they try to take my guns, I can't go like that. Ooh, they try to take our funds, I can't go like that. Ooh, they try to ban our speech, I can't go like that. Yeah, I'm black, I'm not Democrat, Peter MAGA hat. Ooh,
I don't like those words; those are unnecessary.
Ooh, they try to take our funds, I can't go like that. Ooh, they try to ban our speech, I can't go like that. Yeah, I'm black, Peter MAGA.
They're walking like they're white.
Democrat, yeah, I'm strapped, they ain't taking that. I'm just talking facts, yeah, yeah. When you disagree,
Yeah.
watch how liberals act, yeah, yeah. They try to ride on me, but they call the flag. Look at the unemployment rate, especially for our race. High taste, they see Trump keep winning. Ooh, look at they face, I think they mad. Call me what you want, I don't care what you say. I just laugh. You watch CNN, you must not know they faking. Yeah, I'm black, I'm not Democrat. Peter MAGA hat.
Who's the gay? Is that Shepard Smith in the middle stamping his foot? I don't like this. African Americans are defending this white supremacist president. I'm going back to Mississippi. Anyways, we've come a long way from. Look, those are rap songs supporting Trump, and I remember not too long ago this was at the top of the charts.
Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah.
Yeah, and so Stormy Daniels did. Did she not? Yes, she did. Anyways, I think that's a positive sign. Can you imagine how ironic? Well, think about it. They call him like the most racist president. Meanwhile, he's bringing black people. When's the last time a rapper wrote a rap song for a white guy for anything? Come on, Rich, you're a big aficionado.
Too many words rhyme with Trump. I'd be more impressed if it was President McKinley and they tried to do a rap about him.
That's true. Or Taft. Taft, he's my motherfucking Shaft. He is cool as Shaft. There you go. Give me some more.
Let's go with let's go with Obama.
Obama? Don't know who his baby mama. There you go. Look at me. I'm fucking magic over here. How am I not a billionaire? Honest to Christ.
Herbert Hoover.
Herbert Hoover. Oh, boy. Herbert Hoover. They want to impeach a bitch. They want to remove her. I got a little black in me. You got to admit, from this segment, I just proved it.
You could be a rapper, man.
I could, right? I'm telling you, I could spit shit out that people be... Snoop is still my favorite. Snoop is just that goddamn guy. Yeah, he was in a gang and a punk, and I know he don't like whitey, but that's beside the point. He grew up... He's talented. He's got harmonies in his hip-hop. He's got that silky smooth voice, and he's as funny as that when he's not rapping and talking politics. Maybe he got pissed because it was too white, the Oscar awards, and he made a little selfie, and he had a kitchen full of black people fucking behind him, and the craziest shit he was saying. It was so... That's why they show Roots. They like to show us how they did us. Something like that. I don't know, but I would like to meet Snoop. And I love about him, he's got that football league out there for kids. Guy makes a fucking effort. I played with him in the beach bowl when I worked for DirecTV with Nick and Artie show. This fucking skinny little dude, he was the MVP of the game. We're playing against pros and shit. He was going over the middle. He's got legs like these fucking tripod camera thing. He would sky up and catch it with his hands and I don't know. I'm a fan, Snoop. And then the ironic thing was they took a picture, after the game they take a picture. Snoop is holding a football that we all signed. You can find this online. He's holding a football, and whose name? Nick DiPaolo. You can see my name clear as day. Like he was a fan. Oh, the guy would love me. I just couldn't smoke weed with him. Anyways, so yes, we know they're in the tank. They've been trying to, since Trump announced they want to fucking impeach him. And who helps with that? CNN, we all know, the propaganda arm of the Democrat Party. How they're still on TV after what we revealed, or I should say Project Veritas revealed, the bias and shit. How are they still on TV? Trump's threatening to sue, by the way. And he's getting crap for that. It's fucking... But anyways, Project Veritas went undercover, and they interviewed a few people at CNN, and they were talking about a guy named Steve Brusk. Do we have a picture of Steve? I mean, this guy gets laid a lot. He's a handsome guy. Look at the right there. He's looking at his secretary making copies. She's bending over the machine. Look at him. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna taste that in about 25 minutes after I get done fucking writing lies for Don Lemon, motherfucker. Look at this creepy white Lee Iacocca motherfucker. Anyways, here's some footage of Project Veritas going undercover, and they're talking about this guy, Steve Brusk, who's one of the higher-ups, and how he was trying to he always got flirty with the young girls, and here we go.
He had already been accused of things prior, which I
Like
found
stuff
out,
like that?
which I found out later. But he would like make advances if there was a social gathering and they were drunk, put his arms around them, trying to touch their leg, try and build up females to the level where he would get flirty and inappropriate. I'll tell you this, in the climate that's going on now, he definitely wouldn't be fired.
Yeah.
People are not afraid to do shit.
Yeah. Why is he not fired then?
I don't know. I mean, he's been in CNN for like 20 years, so who knows? He's actually very good at it, but he's creepy.
So is that why he doesn't get fired? Because he's good at his job?
Partly, and he's protected by certain people.
What do you mean?
Value him or like him.
Okay. Like who?
Like other higher-ups.
All right, that's all right. It's too, the background's too, if people listening, they probably can't understand. But he would get flirty, and then they talk about how he had this young secretary, like 21. He would only email her, and then they had a party, a company party. What are you doing, Rich?
I was looking at this guy, see if he had a Facebook profile.
Don't worry about it. Pay attention. I might need you for humor. But they talk about how all of a sudden a job opened up for his secretary that didn't exist, you know, and he's at a party putting his arm around her, and that guy, that creepy old guy, she's like 22, and then when they asked her about it, her fellow employees, she's like, it's a hush-hush thing. You're going to tell me that guy's getting laid. And Rich Wood isn't getting laid with a name like that. I mean, for the love of...
He helped her with a 3-hole punch.
Why the 3-hole punch? Oh. Who wrote that for you?
Raz did.
This is what I say to you.
Screw you, creepo.
Helped her with a 3-hole punch. Not bad, actually. Sports Illustrated. Let's stay on women and feminism. And again, you know, women will sleep with their bosses and shit, and that's never going to change as long as we're working. Eventually, they're going to do what they try to do in the Army. You know, they separated, but now was, you know, integrating men and women together in the Army. And what did that bring about? Rape charges, sexual assault, whatever. But that's never going to change. When a guy has power, and they're always going to, eventually they'll pay. If Liz Warren or somebody like that gets in office, or Kamala Harris, they would pass a law saying women are in this building, guys are in this. You know, that's what they want, a cold, sterile world. And then they'll be crying they ain't getting enough dick, and they'll blame us for that too. But this bleeds into the next story. Sports Illustrated's controversial Astros report causes uproar. The minute you hear uproar, you know the feminists are involved. Houston Astros blasted a Sports Illustrated report that scorched assistant general manager Brandon Taubman for alleged comments he made after his club won the ALCS this past weekend. The report, published Monday night, said Taubman turned to a group of 3 female reporters, including one wearing a purple domestic violence awareness bracelet, and yelled a half a dozen times, "Thank God we got Asuna. I'm so fucking glad we got Asuna." That's what he yelled. And why is that controversial? Because Asuna, if you remember, was suspended for domestic violence, 75 games, and it was very controversial when the Astros signed him. They had to think about it long and hard, and they went, sure, he beats his wife, but look at the slider. This guy's got a knuckle curve that'll knock the socks off you. Why? Can I ask you a question? Why is the female reporter wearing a domestic violence awareness bracelet? I mean, it's almost like they infiltrated and were looking for this story, and somebody took the bait, although the guy denies it. The report went on to criticize the executive, saying his comments were offensive and also they were frightening. Oh, goodness. Then don't go in there if you can't handle it there.
You can act like a man. What's the matter with you?
Excuse me. Hey, I said shut it. Don't make me smoke a joint and blow it in your face. Yeah, Asuna served 75-game suspension, violating the league's domestic violence policy. The report also said that another Houston staffer apologized to the reporters after the alleged incident. The Astros were chastised for acquiring Asuna from the Blue Jays after he was suspended. They said it was a tough decision, but that goddamn breaking ball was just too much. Houston initially declined to comment for Sports Illustrated story, but said Monday in a statement, the story posted by Sports Illustrated is misleading and completely irresponsible. An Astros player was being asked questions about a difficult outing. Our executive was supporting the player during a difficult time. His comments had everything to do about the game situation that just occurred and nothing else. They were also not directed toward any specific reporters. We are extremely disappointed in Sports Illustrated's attempt to fabricate a story where one does not exist. And I kind of...
You are fake news.
I mean, the woman has that bracelet on. It's kind of a coincidence. You're going into a locker room with a guy who was suspended. Maybe not. Maybe she wears it all the time. But my point being, get the broads out of there. They're just in there to find a man. Rich has been in there many times. Two Houston Chronicle reporters and another reporter corroborated the Sports Illustrated story. The Astros called this Stephanie Epstein report misleading. That's who wrote it. Hunter Atkins tweeted Monday. That's a guy. It is not inaccurate. I was there. I saw it. I should have said something sooner. That's a guy ratting another guy out.
Cry like a bitch.
What a snitch. What a snitch. Again, female reporters lock around. I don't know. You know, it's bad enough they're reporting to begin with, but now you're in the locker room. I don't know. I don't know what to make. Guys, I know I don't sound woke. How you guys doing, all right? You got the energy of a cancer benefit. Let's pick it up in here, motherfuckers. I'm tap dancing over here.
I wonder,
yeah.
I wonder how the Astros are doing on my bookie.
The Astros at my book, yeah, that's a great point. I was coming up and look, it was next. Excuse me. Raz makes a tremendous point. That's why he's a great producer. That's a great question. The World Series, what better time to book and to bet on sports? And mybookie.ag is the best place to do it. We're a couple weeks into the football season. There's no better time to bet. Actually, 7 or 8 weeks. You like winning money? Who doesn't? I'll tell you where to put your money down at mybookie.ag. If you're trying to bet the NFL, baseball, MMA, whatever, MyBookie's got it. Not to mention the NHL has kicked off. The NBA season's right around the corner. MyBookie has faster payouts, more lines than any other sports book, period. They've got parlays. They even have teaser bets, folks. If you're looking to bet a little and win a lot, MyBookie's got your back. They just revamped their site. It's looking great. I encourage all of you to check it out if you haven't already. But get this, double your first deposit now. Use promo code NICKD to get a 100% bonus on your initial deposit up to $1,000. Who's better than you? Visit MyBookie online today. That's MYBOOKIE.AG. Don't forget to use the promo code NICKD when creating your account to claim the bonus. Why do people love this site so much to bet? That's what you do. You bet, you win, you get paid. We thank them for sponsoring the show. Tour dates real quick, nickdip.com. You can get ticket information Friday and Saturday, November 8th and 9th. I'll be at the Kansas City Comedy Club, Kansas City, Missouri. Friday, November 15th, the Cortland Repertory Theater, Cortland, New York. Saturday, November 16th, the Comedy Works in Saratoga Springs. Friday, November 22nd, I'll be making my first appearance in my home state, the historic Ritz Theater, Brunswick, Georgia, my new home state. And the next night, November 23rd, the Tiff Theater in Tifton, Georgia. Then New Year's Eve, the Tarrytown Music Hall, Tarrytown, New York. And then in 2020, Rich, Friday, January 24th, the Ridgefield Playhouse, Ridgefield, Connecticut. What a venue that is. Saturday, February 15th, the Kelsey Theater, Lake Park, Florida. And Friday, April 3rd, Morgan Hill Event Center in Herman, Maine. Go to nickdip.com for ticket information. Can't wait. Can't wait to do the Georgia shows. They're not going to know what hit them. I already did the Astros thing, and boy, it's getting hot in here, ain't it? I'm sweating like somebody come up with something. Mike Tyson and a spelling bee. Ding-a-ding-ding-ding. What, Rich? No, that was bad. Say it anyways. You can't be a pussy. Hurry up, fuckface.
I was going to say you're sweating like a slave going to a lynching.
Why would you say something so stupid, unfunny, and racist? Seriously, will you stop with the callbacks? You don't know how to do them. I'm going to fucking recall you. Yeah, that's a great joke. That ought to get him fucking laughing. Get booted off Google because Rich Wood made a fucking slave joke. What don't you understand about callbacks? You can't just mention something that we mentioned earlier. It has to be related to what we're talking about at this very moment. And then they have to relate together.
Sometimes I feel like a white slave.
Oh, you want to get paid? You quit your day job, and if you think I'm fucking paying you, you can lick my cheese nuts. Okay? I'm already paying 3 people.
Just teasing.
Oh, I'm kidding. I'll throw you a few bucks. Fucking sweating like a slave about to get hanged. How's that sit with you, America? This is Rich trying to mow his lawn. Let's lighten it up a little. Gardener tries to kill cockroaches by setting fire to the nest, but blows up his lawn. He was very mad at the cockroaches. We have a clip of him being mad first. No. Oh, he blew the joke.
You fucking cockroach.
That was hardly worth it. Thanks, Rich, for sending that clip. I thought Rich sent me that. I go, oh, fuck it. The kid took the time to find it. Anyways, the guy's name is Mr. Schmitz. This is going to end up on a Lipitor commercial or whatever when you make guys look stupid. Mr. Schmitz and his startled dogs are sent running to save. He tried to fucking blow up a cockroach nest. Here's the video. Look at this chooch. First of all, I hate flip-flops on men. You might as well be sucking dick at McDonald's. God, do I hate that. Look at Look at the dog. Look at the dog on the right going, what is this asshole up to? He didn't feed me this morning. This is me trying to light a grill. This ought to do it. That's how I cut my lawn. Look at that. Table went. Look at the dog. The dog just picked up a ball. Did you see the dog picked up something in his mouth pretending he didn't? He's like, I'm not looking at how stupid you are. Fucking dog's embarrassed for this guy. Look at that. But you know what was weird about this? Why it exploded? I guess cockroaches give off methane gas. And the nest, it builds up underground. Did you know that? Does AOC know that? It's not just cows? Now we have to fucking... local police revealed they'd launched an investigation into this idiot. He's already secured a deal with Lipitor for the next commercial. After examining the footage, they said, no, but he didn't get charged because nobody get hurt. He's got a dog with one leg now, but that doesn't... One person wrote, if you're going to do something foolish, at least move the dogs to safety. See how social media, even then you get a virtue signal, at least moves the dogs out of the way. What I'm saying is your dog's life is more important than you fucking dirty. I was supposed to play that when you play the clip. All right. It's been a long morning. I'll do the Kathy Lee Gifford show next. Here's the one that sent to chill up my ass out of all the stories today. I didn't even circle what I wanted to, so excuse me while I read. UConn students arrested in capital letters for ridiculing speech in viral video. University of Connecticut police arrested, first of all, campus police aren't real. I would have fucking spit in their face. Arrested 2 men Monday who were allegedly seen in a viral video reciting a racial slur. Oh, is that what we call it now when you yell out racial? It's reciting it? 80 and 20 years ago, a couple of chinks and 2 Mexicans and a... The incident occurred on October 11th in a parking lot of off-campus apartment complex. In the video, the 3 men walking through the lot. There's 3 men walking through the lot. An individual took the video from the window of an apartment building. Here's the clip, and they bleep the fucking... They yell in the N-word at these... That was offensive, those beeps. You know what I didn't ask, though? And I don't think it gets to it. I might be wrong. We don't know what color the guys are that were arrested, right? Could have been some brothers. I mean, we assume it's white guys like I did, but I probably doubt it. White guys aren't that dumb. Huh? Go ahead, Rich.
In the press, they would have said white guys.
Yeah, well, that's exactly right. Maybe they did. I didn't read the whole article. I was busy today. The video prompted the Yukon NAACP chapter to pen a letter to the editor of the campus newspaper, the Daily Campus, calling on officials to fully investigate this incident. And the NAACP so fucking stupid. And apply the proper justice. There is no proper justice. It's protected by the First Amendment. There's no exceptions, okay? Case fucking closed. No exceptions for racial. Free speech is free speech. I'm not condoning use of the word. It's an ugly word or whatever, but I've said this, we've said it twice this week. Use it at your own fucking risk. And I don't think there are 3 white-collar kids at UConn that have the balls to fucking yell that out to 3 black kids. I'll be honest with you. Following those calls, the university confirmed to Campus Reform that 2 of the 3 men allegedly seen in the video were arrested under a Connecticut... Wait a minute, hold on. 2 of the 3 men allegedly seen in the video, the only guys we see in the video, who's yelling? People were yelling down at these... But they say 2 of the 3 men in the video, seen in the video, those are the victims, right? Were arrested under a Connecticut state statute that makes it a crime to ridicule certain persons. So that's just a badly formed sentence. Any person who by his advertisement, what the fuck does that mean? Ridicules or holds up to contempt any person or class of persons on account of creed, religion, color, denomination, nationality, fucking ass cheese, earwax, race of such a person or class of person shall be guilty of a Class D misdemeanor. Does that not send a shiver up your ass? Huh? You can get arrested for a word. Fucking, we're ready for, I'm telling you, dudes. This makes, taxation without representation. We're ready to go in this country. I swear to God. UConn spokesman Stephanie Wrights, I wonder how she confirmed in a statement to campus with the arrest of the men who were heard shouting the racial slur. The 2 students both were charged under, listen to this, CGS 53-37, ridicule on account of creed, religion, color, denomination, nationality, race. A 3rd person had accompanied them, but they said he wasn't guilty. The 2 men arrested were identified in a police report obtained by the campus. Oh, we got the names. Ryan McCage, that's white. Oh, I don't know. Then you got Jared Corral, white. Oh, you looked it up? Well, thanks for letting me know that, as I read here like a dick. Of course they're white. The police report states that McCage and Corral played a game in which they yelled vulgar words after leaving an area of business. McCage and Corral are scheduled to appear in court October 30th. If convicted, they could face fines up to 50, up to 30 days in jail, or both. That's total fucking absolute horseshit. I would represent them if I had a law degree. No way. There's no way. It's called the First Amendment. It's there to protect, you know what it's there to protect? It's there to protect unpopular speech. And there's no such thing as hate speech. That was invented during the Clinton administration. No such thing. There's speech and speech that you fucking hate, but there's only speech. There's nothing on the, understand? So if I'm a lawyer, upcoming lawyer, I would jump on this and defend these kids as repugnant as they are for what they fucking did. But that's not the point, is it? Ay, ay, ay. And let me tell you something. If that was, let's say those were Asians and they yelled chink or whatever, they were Native American, oh, no, nobody would give a rat's ass. You know what I mean?
Couldn't they get these kids for a hate crime?
No, they couldn't. Not in my world, where I live in my head. Huh? It's not a hate crime. I just read you. It's a misdemeanor. Excuse me. The evil thing about hate crime is, in other words, they're telling you what's in your head and why you did something. You could get in a car accident, right? And you get in a fight with a guy, and it turns out later on the guy's gay, and you could be charged with a hate crime. They're telling you, without you even knowing, excuse me. This is total bullshit. Everybody should be able to use every word. That's the beauty of this. It's what separates us from third world shitholes. Now, whether you should do it or not is another thing. But legally, you know, Legally, there's no question. Let's see if any lawyer has the balls to defend him. This is where the civil rights movement and stuff, remember they used to defend Nazis? What's the group I'm thinking of? Not the Poverty Law Center. What was the first group? They would defend Nazis, remember? Now they're left-wing. I can't believe it. Anyways, the point being is, I would bet $1 million those kids don't pay a fine, or if they do, and if that's not chilling enough in New York now, we reported on this a couple weeks ago, if you call somebody an illegal alien, you can be subject to fine. This should be sending a chill up your ass, folks. I don't care how you vote. And what was the other example? We had 3. Anybody paying attention other than me today? What was the fucking other example in Boston? No. Thanks, Rich. It might even be in the article. Come on, Raz, you know this one. It's like a pop quiz. Massachusetts, here you goes. Here you go. The same week, Massachusetts lawmakers hold a hearing on whether to impose a fine of up to $200 for using the word bitch. Do you notice what all these laws have in common? It's shutting up straight white guys. Say fag, you'll get fined. Calling somebody an illegal alien. This is all fucking, white guy talk. Although bitch, okay, sorry. But they'll only enforce it when a fucking white guy says it. That should send chills up your ass. That is unfriggin' believable. That's enough for today. It's 110 in here. I did Glenn Beck. I had a fever last night. Sweat through my sheets like I had Ebola. I'm burning up right now. I'm going to save these for tomorrow. I'll tease these. Jury rules against dad trying to save his 7-year-old from gender transition. He's in a divorce with his wife. Got twin sons. The mother wants his kid to have hormone treatment and shit already. And the judges are ruling in the mother's behalf. Now you got fucking lawmakers raising your kid, making decisions for you. That's when you, if this guy doesn't take up arms, seriously, if somebody did that to my kid, even Ben Shapiro said, if Beto O'Rourke tries to raise my kid, I'll meet him at the door with a gun. He got in trouble. Ben Shapiro. And the other thing we'll get to tomorrow, Birmingham school apologizes. Teacher didn't think it was a real big deal when he painted a bullet wound on a black 7-year-old's foot. Oh, what a world. And the gist of that story, the mother who's black goes, they should never do that to a black child. In other words, sorry, do it to a white kid. We'll get to those tomorrow and a lot more. Don't forget cameo.com. If you want me to send you a personal message roasting one of your friends. And I can be mean and funny at the same time. It's what I do best. I'll go after, or I'll be, tell your dad happy birthday, whatever the guys you want. Go to cameo.com, click on the profile. And it's a lot of fun. I make it right on my phone. I lay there and I make $3, like I'm making sneakers for Nike. And I'll send it to you. That is it for today. Raz, great job with the Beck thing. Very have Rich, as always, a stud. Remember, you guys think it. I will say it. You're very welcome. We'll see you back here same time tomorrow. Take care.